Julian Nagelsmann backs Serge Gnabry amid World Cup fears, Bayern star's fate sparks shock debate. Germany in shock, the star who was meant to shine now faces the dark. There are injuries. And then there are nightmares. The kind that arrive without warning. The kind that don't just change a match, but threaten to rewrite an entire World Cup story before it even begins. And right now, German football is holding its breath. Because Serge Gnabry, one of the most explosive forwards of his generation, could be about to miss the biggest stage of them all, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The moment everything went wrong, it started quietly. Clinical. Short. A statement. Almost cold. FC Bayern Munich confirmed late Saturday that Gnabry would be out for a long period with a serious adductor injury. No clarity. No timeline. Just uncertainty. And in football, uncertainty is the most dangerous word of all. Because behind the scenes, whispers were already growing louder. German media reports began circling like storm clouds. Maybe 2 months. Enough time to miss everything. June 11th, and a clock that won't stop ticking. The World Cup is coming. Unforgiving. Relentless. Fast. And for Gnabry, every single day now matters. Because if those early estimates are true, the former Arsenal FC forward can watch the tournament from the sidelines. Not in the spotlight. Not on the pitch. But in the shadows. For a player who had fought his way back to peak form, it's almost cruel. Nagelsmann speaks. But his words hide a fear on Sunday. Germany's head coach Julian Nagelsmann broke his silence. Calm. His tone? Measured. Supportive. But listen closely. And there's something deeper. I feel very sorry for Serge. This is particularly sad at the end of the season. Not panic. But concern? Impossible to hide. Not yet. Because Nagelsmann knows exactly what Gnabry brings. Trusted him. He's coached him. Built plans around him. And now? Those plans are hanging by a thread. A private call. And a message that changes everything behind closed doors. Away from cameras and headlines, Nagelsmann made a call. Immediate. Personal. Direct. I told him. We all support him. We will help him in every way. On the surface, it's reassurance. But in reality? It's something else. It's preparation. Because when a coach starts talking about support instead of selection, you know the situation is serious. The form that made him unstoppable. What makes this twist even more brutal? Gnabry wasn't struggling. He was thriving. This season, he had rediscovered his sharpness. His confidence, his killer instinct. 8 goals. 21 league games. 7 assists. Numbers that don't just impress, they guarantee a place in the squad. Alongside a terrifying attacking unit at Bayern, Harry Kane, Michael Olise, Luis Diaz together. They formed one of Europe's most dangerous front lines. Unpredictable. Clinical. Relentless. And Gnabry? Right at the heart of it. A season on the edge of glory. The timing couldn't be worse. Bayern are on the brink. A Bundesliga title within reach. A deep run in the UEFA Champions League. A shot at domestic cup glory in the DFB Pokal. Everything building toward a historic finish. And now? One of their key weapons is suddenly gone. Just like that. The silence from Bayern. And what it really means. Notice something strange. No return date. No clear timeline. No optimism. For a club that usually controls every narrative, that silence speaks volumes. Because sometimes, saying less means there's more to fear. The final twist, this isn't just about Gnabry. Here's the part no one is saying out loud. This injury doesn't just affect one player. It shakes an entire system. Because Germany weren't just counting on Gnabry. They were building around him. And now, with weeks ticking away and no guarantees, a brutal question emerges: what if he doesn't make it back? What if Germany arrives at the World Cup missing one of their most trusted weapons? And what if the moment that defined their campaign Already happened, before the tournament even began? A nation waits. And a race against time begins for now. Recovery. There is only hope. But football doesn't wait. Time. Rehab. The World Cup doesn't pause. And history doesn't offer second chances. Gnabry is in a race he never expected to run. Not against rivals. Not against defenders. But against the clock itself. And as Germany watches, one truth becomes impossible to ignore: this could be the story that defines their entire summer.